You know, the best thing about Miss Universe Philippines this year is that I get the chance to meet a lot of Filipinas, not just here in the country, but also from overseas communities as well. And right now, here with me is someone who is a perfect representation of that. So from Cebu last week, let's now go to the land down under. Nahuhulaan niyo naman kung sino yung interviewin ko. So here she is. Please say hello to Miss Universe Philippines 2024 contestant from the Filipino community of Sydney, Australia, Miss Jenina Lui.
Hi everyone. Hi, Adam. Hey Adam pala. Hey Adam.
Naksa, talagang alam mo talaga yung kung saan ka i-interviewin ngayon.
Yes, of course. Very excited to be here. Thank you so much.
You know, I've been wanting to get hold of you for an interview, but there's just so many of you girls.
Nga, big batch this year.
Oo, 55. Like, I can only pull out some girls on the side from time to
these
time.
events parang 5 hours, pero the time just goes so fast, you don't get a chance to meet.
Yes, and I'm so happy
First
that we're
time
now
for
finally
us.
meeting for an actual sit-down interview here. What I've been getting from you is that, you know, how you are so proactive in sharing your life, your background as a taekwondo expert.
Yes,
diba?
kasi super different yung background ko to a typical Filipina pageant girl. Some girls are groomed from birth. So for me, almost a last few months lang ako na enter into something this grand in pageantry.
So, with all the things that you have been experiencing in Miss Universe Philippines so far, can you possibly kick your way to the crown?
Kick my way. That's very
Yes.
clever. And that's what I'll really try to do, ano? I know Taekwondo is all I knew before, but we're going to challenge myself just the way I did back then and push myself to learn more and to just explore other things that I might be able to do in pageantry.
Is it safe to say that you're having the best time of your life here
For
so
sure.
far? Yeah.
You know, I just turned 22 and that day I reflected, wow, every birthday is amazing, but this year is just different because I'm in the Philippines. I love being in the Philippines. Tapos I'm surrounded by such a different crowd of people who I'm so grateful to meet. You know, I am around so many creatives, people in the pageant world, a lot of my relatives that I don't get to spend a lot of time with, but now I do because I'm living here. Yeah, it's just, life is amazing right now, I'd say.
I'm curious to ask, were you born and raised here?
No, so I was born in Sydney. I grew up in Sydney, pero we would visit the Philippines every year naman. So I am very, very comfortable around here. And recently, nag-work na ako, yung mga holiday leaves, I'll take any opportunity para pumunta dito.
And as I dig more information about you, nakaka-relate ako sa'yo. You're also taking up accounting in school.
Yes, that's right. I'm a commerce business. I graduated in commerce, tapos major ko accounting. And then I eventually became an audit analyst sa job ko.
How's your work? So I assume you're taking a leave of absence from your work?
Yes, career break for now. For now, yes. Po.
Ako, I really have a high regard for people like you, accountants.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, because my mom wanted me to take up accounting before.
Oo nga eh. Well,
But I never
it is a typical
pursued it.
job nga that parents would want you to do, and people think, oh, your parents force you to do it. Kasi my parents were both accountants. Oh, they studied accounting. So parang I just followed their path. It wasn't forced at all naman. It aligned to my personality in a way. I couldn't see myself doing anything else kasi I enjoy numbers, diba, order,
Yes.
structure. It's not like English or history na may, broad amount of answers. Ito, one answer only. Gusto ko ganun, very structured job. So yun, naging accountant ako. And I enjoyed my job. I really did. So I was, it was a big decision to leave accounting for this. Not super different, diba?
Yeah, a world away from what you have been doing.
I'm usually in front of a computer, no makeup, as in no attention naman. And then now, we're in front of national audience.
So how did your interest in pageantry begin?
Where it began, I did Miss Philippines Australia. That's where I started 2022. I never thought of becoming a beauty queen. The interest was the charity queen portion. Kasi dalawang crown yun. So, when they said, oh, may charity queen naman, same title, I thought, oh, sige, try natin yan kasi my family does fundraisers a lot naman. I thought I have enough
For
support.
which charity organizations?
Well, my mom and my ninang used to do like a high tea to sponsor scholars to graduate, especially those who live in provinces who don't have access to education. They used to sponsor a lot of kids to be able to finish school and now are working. I would also visit my orphanages then. Yun.
You know, it's so refreshing to hear girls like you who got into pageantry because of the charity endeavor that is attached to it. Kasi usually it's the glitz and glam aspect of the pageantry world that
at the start, that's actually
like
the portion that feared me the most, you know. Oh my goodness, that attention, I'm not used to that. Pero I really enjoyed it. Well, it was a miracle, actually. I thought that I was able to get both crowns. So Miss Philippines Australia came up from that. And then I really enjoyed the experience because pageantry, I realized hindi naman all about taking pictures. You know, you actually get an experience to connect with the community. So that's where I started.
Ooh, so is part of your prize package
I got
allowing you
to
to
actually go to the
compete?
Philippines as well.
Ah.
I got to go to the Philippines afterwards for a little trip to our beneficiaries of the fundraisers. Yun.
So from Miss Philippines to Australia, you're taking now a huge leap.
Huge leap, yes.
Huge leap by joining Miss Universe Philippines. So I wonder, you know, since you have the Australian background, I wonder what made you choose to go to the Philippines and decide to join this pageant than join its counterpart in Australia?
Rather than join Miss Universe Australia.
Yes.
Yes. I know. It's like, why would you choose to go to the pageant that's probably the fiercest in this world, right? I thought it's an opportunity to show how much I love the Philippines. Mm-hmm. This is something greater than what I've been able to do with Miss Philippines Australia. I created an initiative, and now what a greater platform now we have here. And to be honest, actually, sabihin ko din na at first, it was more that, wow, it's an opportunity for me to live in the Philippines for a few months. You know, I always wanted to do that through my job as an accountant, as an audit analyst. I was still exploring that, and then this door opened up because we have an AP system in Australia, and then I was offered this position. I thought, is this the path? Like, as I'm trying to explore this was what was given to me, an opportunity I would have never imagined. So I took that opportunity, and I'm so grateful na my parents were supportive of that. Kahit may stable job na ako.
So how has been the degree of adjustment relocating here, moving here? Syempre, di ba?
Alone as well.
Yeah, the reason I asked my earlier question about Miss Universe Australia, because, you know, it could have been easier for you kasi you're already there.
Already there, my family is there, that's right.
And then
everyone
moving,
speaks English.
Di naman halfway across the world. Moving
8 hours away.
8 hours away from your original place to here.
Yes.
Yeah.
The adjustment has honestly been quite easy. I feel at home here. I feel very much at home. Luckily, I can speak Tagalog. I can understand Tagalog. Yung weather, I love it actually. Kasi I get cold very easily. Dito, yung init at yung humidity, parang warm hug sa akin.
Bet mo ang humidity dito.
Warm hug
Oh
sa
my
akin.
God.
As soon as I step out, ang sarap sa, I don't know, I'm a bit strange like that. Strange yung katawan ko. Pero I enjoy the weather, the food, and yung vibe ng mga tao. I think you walk through a cafe, good morning, you know, welcome. Sarap ng feeling dito. I honestly feel so happy. Kahit so stressful. I will be honest, Miss Universe Philippines can be a very stressful experience, pero it is outweighed very much by just being in the Philippines. I really enjoy it.
So overall, how long have you been staying here in the Philippines?
So now I think we would have hit this 2 months now. So we're
2
halfway
months.
between the 4 months I was prepared to be here for. I came here in February. The 2 months felt like 2 weeks or less. It's been going by so fast. I think I was able to adjust pretty quickly. Luckily, though my family is in Sydney, marami naman akong relatives dito. I have my titas who are always very supportive. And those who I met lang for this, naging parang family namin. Our glam team, it's as if I've known them forever. So I'm so grateful for them,
Yeah.
making me feel very at home here.
Yeah, we really treat each other family
As family,
here.
no?
Yeah,
Wala tayong blood connections, but you know, you treat each other as family.
So, since staying here, what has been the most fascinating aspect of our culture?
I think I've also learned to take things easy and slow and be very flexible. You know, parang you don't stress too easily. I find na parang, okay, go, okay lang, go. That's what I love about my team nga eh. They're teaching me to be
Sa
very
Australia ba hindi
chill.
ganyan? Talagang lahat subsub
Very
sa trabaho?
fast-paced kami.
Oo.
And that's my personality. Very very organized ako sa schedule. Very structured. Yung sa calendar ko, parang minute by minute, alam ko na
Oo.
anong gagawin ko. Pero dito, you allocate a lot of time and you enjoy the experience. Take the time to really be with the person you were with. Wag mo i-rush. Wag mo i-rush yung experience mo.
So, which are you enjoying more now? The order structured life that you used to have back there in Australia, or this laid back, exciting, you don't know what's gonna happen every day of your life
nga,
while you're
you
here?
never know. You never
Oo.
know what's gonna happen the next day. There's definitely pros and cons of living in Sydney and living in the Philippines. Pero at this time of my life, it's exciting to live a different structure of my days. I lived 22 years na, diba, in Sydney. So I think as a early 20-year-old, in my early 20s, I'm enjoying living a different culture, different vibe. Right now, I'm very happy to be here.
Nice, nice. So what are those places have you been to that you find the most memorable so far?
Memorable so far? For sure, going outside of Manila is very special
Saan ka
to
na
me.
nakapunta?
Nakapunta kami sa Palawan. Favorite namin yung Coron. That's why I brought the Hello Philippines Youth Tour, yung group of young Filipino-Australians to Australia. Kailangan pumunta sila doon sa Coron. Pumunta na din kami sa Cebu, sa mga Oslo whale sharks, sa mga waterfalls. Those are kind of places you don't see, I think, in Australia. We have beautiful beaches then. Obviously, you know about Bondi. But that kind of landscape, iba dito yung sa mga islands. And I've realized as well, Manila is also very beautiful and exciting. We've been to Intramuros as well. That's where my mom always visits me kasi andun yung church where they got married. A lot of special places around here for sure.
What have you learned about yourself in the short time that you've been here in Manila?
Honestly, every day has been just so exciting and revealed so much. Parang, I thought I was very afraid of being in the camera, and I'm an introvert. I'll say I'm definitely an introvert. But here, I actually get really excited after every engagement. There's so many cameras, so many people to chat to, and I really enjoy it. And I think Mom coming here now, she sees that, oh, there's a different side for that to Jenina. You know, the athlete side, the very quiet accounting side of me, and then there's the, you know, I love now to get dressed more. Dati, I don't like wearing makeup and heels. Ayoko talaga. But now, I'm getting used to wearing it almost every day. Having an event every day used to be very exhausting to me. Parang yung social battery ko maliit pa dito, na-expand na early call times to midnight, kaya.
So do you see yourself relocating here for good?
My mom is gonna not like my answer, to be honest. Pero
Maybe you're an adult now, no? For sure, she'll understand
nga eh. Chat mo
what
kasi
you
si
will
mommy.
eventually decide on.
If there is an opportunity, I would love to stay. I'd love to stay here. Kasi I think I'm at a point where I've lived so many years in Sydney and I have gotten a job na, and I think it would be nice to be independent and explore something else here in the Philippines.
Come to think of it, as I listen to you, no, you moving here, probably for good, naisip ko, no, this could also serve as a rite of passage for you as a woman.
Well, when I joined the pageant, I saw the competition is huge. This is Miss Universe Philippines. It's so competitive. There are amazing girls who are going to enter. So for me, joining is also not just to win, pero either I win or I learn. That's what my mom says. So whatever I've learned, the connections I've made, the opportunities that might come, that's what I will gain out of this. So yun nga, I pray na whatever happens, may grander opportunities after May then.
Oh, especially now. Miss Universe Philippines here is a huge platform.
That's
so,
right.
win or lose, talagang panalo ka with the experience and like you said, with everything that you have met, so with everything that you've been accomplishing so far, the people that you've been meeting.
Yes, and the
Yeah.
skills that you build every activity, no? Parang every activity that we do is almost like a different job. I say na pageant girls wear different hats because you're one day being a model, you're one day, yes, just walking at a press con, so you're being a bit of a parang spokesperson. Just so many different hats that you wear, different skills you pick up.
You know, pero one thing that has been striking me about you in this interview is that, like what you said earlier, you're joining pageantry because of your love for charity.
That's
You know,
right.
so I wonder, as we are so used to the glitz and glam of what pageantry is all about, do you think you would see the day where pageantry could be seen more of a charity tenacity, more than how it's an annual spectacle all the time for us?
Given
Nowadays.
its reach to the whole of the Philippines, it's an amazing place to start to be able to share our charity organizations. And I'm actually so glad that Miss Universe Philippines is doing that through our initiatives for the love of XXX.
Yes.
Parang we're connecting to other organizations, charity organizations, being able to use our girls to help those organizations. I think that's a move that I see in the future. Now, we're not just girls in hair and makeup. We will do more than that with our platform.
And without you realizing it, you're already doing it. Kasi kanina may binanggit ka when you went to places like Palawan,
Yes.
you brought some of your friends
Yes po. So
from Australia?
From Australia. So these are young people who have never been to the Philippines even though they have Filipino roots. Or they have, or when they were very young, and they're out of touch from their Filipino roots na. And because they were brought up there, I understand naman na they don't know much about their Filipino identity. So that's what we try to do with our initiative.
Alam mo, nakakatuwa. How long have you been doing that?
We started when I did Miss Philippines Australia. I promised that as my advocacy when I joined the pageant.
So what do you call that advocacy?
We call it Hello Philippines.
Hello Philippines. Okay.
It's opening that door for them to connect with the people, the culture, and the country.
So every year, organize a group of people to come here.
Every year. This year as well, we work with Department of Tourism and their U-Lead projects so that they can explore different parts of the country. And we plan for this to be a yearly event. We'll bring a new batch or they can come again because we'll explore different places around the Philippines. There's so much to see, diba? So,
Alam mo, nakakatuwa ka, no? Because kaming mga Pilipino dito, I don't know, I don't know if this is right for me to say, pero we're so are hung up on our colonial past, through our colonial mentality
I
is so
see.
huge. We appreciate everything that is so foreign, from our mindset to how the way we live our lives. Pero ikaw, baligtad, a
I
Filipino
know.
like you is bringing all these fellow Filipinos here to come here and explore our country.
I know.
Diba?
I know a lot of people are confused why I really want so badly to move here, whereas everyone's trying to move out of the country. Growing up in Sydney, I really realized how beautiful our country is. Parang, from being outside, na-appreciate ko talaga yung culture natin and how naturally beautiful it is here. I think we should be more proud to be Filipino. And I think that is something that many do hold. I learned that from my lolo, a very proud Filipino. Every time, we're not a pageant family, pero
Yes.
he'll always watch these competitions and really, really scream and be excited about the Filipinos that represent us. There's so much to be proud of being Filipino. I think na maalaga tayo, yung family orientation natin, and we are hardworking Filipinos. Kasi especially dun sa trip ko to the Philippines in year 10, yung school ko brought a few girls for community service. Pumunta kami sa Batangas, sa farm school. And we didn't really do touring, but just from being there, I really appreciated the Philippines. And I'm like, wow, we're one here with the people. Because kahit simple lang yung life nila, some of them only to get a pair of slippers for Christmas.
Yes.
Ang saya pa rin nila.
Iba yung fulfillment.
There's so much that we take for granted outside of the country. The people here with so little can be so grateful and happy. That's amazing.
Sige, live na rin ako ng abroad para maka-relate ako.
Mas mo appreciate.
Kasi ako.
But I understand. I always remember na sometimes we always want what we don't have. Para the grass is greener on the other side. I understand that mentality din kasi. But at least personally experiencing living overseas, I can proudly say I'm so happy to be a Filipino.
Do you see yourself doing this for the long haul?
Yes, I hope so. And as you said earlier, 22 pa lang ako. So I think I'll try to do as much as I can to expand this for eternity, if I can.
How do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now? First of all, hopefully with a family or something near that, because that's the goal at the end of the day. It's not just about collecting crowns, of course. Pero I hope I have been able to expand this just the way my mom does, because she always has projects, and then she gets expanded, and then she finds the next project to help the community. So this is where I want to start, and I hope this grows.
I'm glad that you have a set of parents who really, allow you to do things that will really keep your roots and your culture so alive in
I get
you.
that from them kasi yung upbringing namin very traditional Filipino. Yung mga traditions nila when they grew up here, gusto nila dun din.
So I get now why you're really signing up here talaga. So as much as I want to talk to you longer, I have to wrap this up now. So there's no doubt that you have this your burgeoning fondness for our culture is slowly shaping you in a different light this time. So with everything that you've said for the past 20 minutes, I wonder now, what do you think is our country's greatest contribution to the whole world right now?
Adam, I think as cliche as it might sound, it will have to be our people. Being someone who was born in Sydney and grew up overseas, that is something I really notice, and people all over the world notice. Our culture, the way we brought up, people here are super maalaga. You really extend your hands to people you may not be family with. Titas call you anak, even though you're not necessarily anak. And that's what I've experienced being here for 2 months now. So it's being that Filipino personality is so special.
Our warmth, no?
It's a warmth that you really
and
notice.
Hospitality are really world class.
For sure. That's definitely it, I would say.
So as I end this interview, there's just so much love that you have for our country at the moment. So for those overseas Filipinos your age right now who might be watching this, stumbling on this video, how could you encourage them to develop that love for our country, that patriotism, to keep that fire burning for our country?
I would say I'm grateful na growing up, I was able to come to our country. I would say it's about experiencing the country yourself, coming here firsthand and connecting with the people, learning about your culture and seeing the natural beauty. I'm fortunate to have that. And that's what we give the opportunity for in our Hello Philippines Youth Tour. But if you're not able to travel overseas, even just connecting with the Filipino community of your country. I'm so proud of the Filipino community of Sydney because we really unite to celebrate our traditions together. There are so many people you can consider family wherever you are around the world because you're Filipino.
Family is Filipino.
That's
Filipino is family. No matter how you interchange it, it only means
You'll
one
always
thing.
be family in Filipinos.
It's all rooted
That's
from
right.
love. So there you go. I hope you guys had a great time tuning in with my interview with Miss Jenina Lui here. Wow, amazing girl. I was coming in the interview expecting nothing but having a typical conversation with an aspiring beauty queen like
thank
you. But
you.
now I'm walking away from this interview with a deeper sense of gratitude and appreciation for our country.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.
That's the impact that you're generating to me right now. So keep
I'm
that
so touched. Thank you, Adam.
keep that passion alive. So there you go, guys. Until my next interview.
Bye.
Bye.